একাত্তর সংযোগে স্বাগত জানাচ্ছি। আপনাদের সাথে আছি মিথিলা ফারজানা। আজকের একাত্তর সংযোগে আসলে আরও একবার বিশেষভাবে স্বাগত জানাচ্ছি, কারণ আজ একাত্তর সংযোগে আমরা যাকে অতিথি হিসেবে পেয়েছি তিনি নিজেও একজন বিশেষ মানুষ। মিসাইল ম্যান অফ ইন্ডিয়া, ভারতের 11তম রাষ্ট্রপতি এবং পরমাণু বিজ্ঞানী ডক্টর APJ আব্দুল কালাম আজকে আমাদের অতিথি। এই মানুষটিকে আসলে কাছে পাওয়াটা, তার সাথে কথা বলতে পারাটাও একটা সৌভাগ্যের বিষয়। সেই সৌভাগ্য আজকে একাত্তর পেয়েছে এবং এই মানুষটি এমন একজন মানুষ যিনি ভারতরত্ন, পদ্মশ্রী সহ ভারতের সর্বোচ্চ সকল সম্মানে ভূষিত। 2012 সাল থেকে উনি অবশ্য অন্য একটা আন্দোলন নিয়ে ব্যস্ত। তিনি ভারতের দুর্নীতির বিরুদ্ধে হোয়াট আই ক্যান গিভ ইউ মুভমেন্ট বা এই আন্দোলনে ব্যস্ত রয়েছেন। ভারতের নতুন প্রজন্মকে নিয়ে তিনি এই আন্দোলন শুরু করেছেন। এই মানুষটির বিভিন্ন চিন্তা এবং তার জীবনের নানা দিক নিয়ে আজকের একাত্তর সংযোগে আমরা তার সাথে কথা বলবো। চলুন যাই।
APJ Abdul Kalam served as the 11th President of India from 2002 to 2007. Indian people know him as a missile man. APJ Abdul Kalam was born in 1931 into a poor family in Rameswaram, Tamil Nadu, a southern state of India. To help his family, Abdul Kalam had to distribute newspaper after school, but hard work helped him reach one of the biggest colleges in India. His dedication in college helps him become a scientist. As a scientist, he created Agni, Prithvi, Akash, Trishul and Nag missiles. Before he became a President of India, he received numerous awards including Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan and Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian honor in 1997. Besides being a scientist, Dr. Kalam is also a poet and a music lover. Above all, he is on a mission to ignite the young minds for national development by meeting high school students at home and abroad.
Good evening, sir, and welcome to our show. So you are currently working with the young people of India and all over the world. And whenever you talk to them, you tell them to dream big. What actually makes a man to follow his dream?
Well, it's a dream, according to me. It's a young people have to have a mission in life. And there are three aspects in it. One, any young mind. I have met so far 18 million youths last 2 decades, all below 20. Now I found they have a ability, young people, whether Bangladesh or India or any nation. The young has got one unique quality, they can think big because they don't have bias and they can think big. First one, there are three aspects are there in dream. First one, they must possess creativity. Creativity comes from thinking, and thinking comes from knowledge. After all, young people in the school, what they are getting, acquiring the knowledge. If they are great teacher, they are fortunate. Now, second is righteousness in the heart. is very important for we, our citizens, whether India or Bangladesh. There should be righteousness in the heart. Where there is righteousness in the heart, there is a beauty in the character. That's a dream of every nation. And this is possible with three people. Righteous in the heart comes father, mother,
Family.
another family in a spiritual environment. Not everybody. Then only they can give righteous in the heart. Father, mother, spiritual environment. And third one, the great primary school teacher. Primary school teacher. These are the three people provide a righteousness in the heart. Third element is, of course, courage, education and the family environment and the nation. All the three provide for young people courage. Courage to think different. Courage to invent or courage to invent a new philosophy and a poetry possible. And these are the unique traits one should have to dream big. The three things should have.
Courage to be creative. So,
And righteous in the heart.
values.
Very, very.
Okay. So, when we talk about knowledge in this country, and I'm quite sure about in the whole subcontinent, we are hearing that every day the young people are losing interest in science. Is that true? Young people are getting too much attracted with market economy.
Well, I have seen whether every nation in the 10th class, that is when they reach age 15, they have to select subject. Okay, they have to select a subject.
This is true in Bangladesh.
Whether science route and engineering, or medical route, or humanity route, or management route. 4 choices there. It's not a young people problem, it is the parents. They want their children in a better position. After all, parents get loan to educate their children. They want to see the children get a proper employment, and the marriage market is good, employment market is good. Okay? So that is a parent wish. So I personally believe the dream of young people mostly driven by up to age 17.
With the family.
Family. So we have to change the mind of the family. Science is a beautiful thing. After all, what is science? You see this light, no? See this light. When you see the light and bulb, we remember Thomas Alva Edison. Okay? And or when the telephone bell rings, we remember the Alexander Graham
Bell.
We remember that. So our people allowed to become a unique people. Unique people not only in Bangladesh, in the subcontinent, in the world, they should think of.
But what the parents would do if their children are not getting proper job with science background?
Well, science background sometimes helps go to the engineering. After all, they take science in 10 plus 2, physics, chemistry, mathematics. It's a science. After all science, 2 years they have to specialize. So with the hope of engineering. Another branch is management. Another branch is medical. After all, medical also they study bioscience, botany, and mathematics and chemistry. All these learn. So science up to age 17 is there. Beyond that, they move to different area of professional courses. So my feeling is, still I have seen, my experience is 10 to 20% of the people, young people at the age of 15, if they are given option by their parent, they will go for physics or chemistry or mathematics. So parents have to be very generous. Okay, I will see that my children specialize in their love. They will do very well. I have seen many children, what they love, what their parents allowed them to do that helped them shine much better persons.
It means that young people are not losing actually interest. In fact, the
No,
families
it is
are leading them to.
circumstances, of the national circumstances, and the parents decide their future. But some students come out persuasion. Persuasion makes some student to win with their parents to go for basic science. I have seen.
Sir, India has progressed a lot, Bangladesh has progressed a lot, but despite all this progress, these countries actually, they are facing a big disparity between the people of center and the people of periphery. So how do you see it?
See, I have a feeling, after all, states make the country. States, every state, if it is developed, nation is developed. It's not the reverse. Nation developed, states developed. So according to me, its essential thing is, the mission is, states get developed and nation gets developed. For example, in India, I am promoting a program called Pura. Pura means providing urban amenities in rural area. Now Indian government has taken it up as an important program. So there, what we do, we are 1 billion people. 700 million people live in the rural area. So we have to ensure to give them physical connectivity, electronic connectivity, and knowledge connectivity leading to the economic connectivity. So I have divided the whole nation into 7,000 blocks, 7,000 Pura centers. You give them physical connectivity, electronic connectivity, knowledge connectivity. The population will be 2,000 to 5,000 people. Then economic connectivity will come. So
It goes
the
simultaneously.
Pura, providing urban and rural area, it's a state-based. State-based. Mostly state only has got people. State only has got all the facilities. So we are driving through states.
State and nation. So, sir, do you really think that nukes, these are really necessary for the countries like India, and I mean the countries which are having the similar state of economy?
Well, I don't know. See, I can say that if you see our history, Indian history, of course, Indian history is history of subcontinent. And if you see 5,000 years, 4,400 years, the continent went ruled by other kingdoms. Other kingdoms. Afghanistan, Persia, Britain, and Dutch, French, everybody ruling this country. Okay, they were ruling this country. Only 600 years, the subcontinent people, Chandragupta Maurya's time, that kingdom ruled 600 years. Otherwise, we were ruled. So, I am convinced, as a technologist, strength respects strength. That means a minimum deterrent essential. You should not do, for example, India is a nuclear weapon country, but we have got a doctrine. The doctrine is no first use. Okay? Second one, we have a doctrine that the whole world should go for the disarmament. That means no nuclear weapon should be there. Fortunately, the trend has started. The two nations which have got, two group of nations have got a lot of nuclear weapons, 10,000 nuclear weapons. And they have started a treaty recently they signed in 2010 to bring 10,000 nuclear warheads to bring down to 70%, 50 to 70% in a decade's time. It's a good trend. All nations like Bangladesh, India and many nations should support that idea and bring it to zero nuclear warheads. That's what we should do. Okay?
How do you see the future of space science in India after the successful Mars
See,
mission?
India's space program highly people oriented. People oriented. And for example, if you go geosynchronous orbit, if you put the satellite, there are transponders that do communication, TV, met weather, and it wants the what type of cyclone or anything will happen. So it's a people oriented. Of course, we spend small amount, like Chandrayaan, going to moon, going to Mars, orbiting moon, Mars, because after all, we don't want moon or Mars to be a property of few nations. Okay.
Of course.
Huh? We want
Of course.
ownership. Subcontinent should have ownership. So that's the idea. Okay. We want to discover something new. For example, Indian Chandrayaan did find traces of water in moon. Mars we don't know already. Some photos started coming. Some new thing will start coming.
Of course, we hope that's. I would like to know about the Bangladesh-India relationship. How do you think that? What should be the focus of the governance? Actually, can we continue the friendly ties and bring the relationship to new heights?
I personally believe the India Bangladesh, we belong to same, born out of same cradle. We belong to same cradle. You know cradle?
Of course.
The child. So we are born together. And our civilization, culture, history, people, language, all are similarity. But both nations, they have to do one thing. That's my dream. The dream is, see, 60, 70, nearly about 45 to 55% below poverty line. So, in a decade's time, they should remove the poverty, employment potential should increase, education potential should increase, and healthcare should increase. This is the target. Both nations work together, collaborate each other. How do I lift the people who are below poverty line? That should be a great mission, according to me. I have developed what is called World Knowledge Platform. This World Knowledge Platform focuses, you take the core competence of Bangladesh, core competence of India, try to see whether this core competence in certain area we can bring together benefit of the both nations. Okay. So this is what idea I'm pushing.
So do you think that the focus would be actually to increase trade and investment, or what should be the focus?
No, my
India
focus is change of mind.
Change of mind.
Change of mind is not an economy I am talking. I am talking how do you lift the people from the poverty. See, if you go to the deep, I am coming from a village. So if you go to deep in the villages, they have their unique culture, unique core competence. But we have to see whatever Dhaka or New Delhi has got, the amenities, the urban amenities, reach surrounding the Dhaka, surrounding the New Delhi. That's called Pura. So I'm pushing that idea of Pura.
People in the center.
So I felt that India and Bangladesh work together in the big mission of Pura, providing urban amenities rural area. Because we have got 70% of the people live in the rural area. Same thing, Bangladesh also, 60 to 70%. So we have to uplift. We have to uplift them to the urban area. What uplift power, water supply, and the education. All this employment potential, it should reach the rural area.
The facilities they should be provided. So how to increase this communication, sir? The communication between the people, the contact from people to the people.
See, I don't know, you should be young enough to understand that social media cut across all the politics, okay, cut across all the religious aspects. cut across everything, and they communicate. They communicate. It all depends what the communications. It's a good messages should communicate. So social media, one media, India and Bangladesh should use for ignite our young minds. You are 50% of the people, young people, India also. So what we have to do is, social media we both nations should utilize to ignite the young people for great missions. Great missions. Yesterday I was addressing about 600 university students. They asked me a lot of questions. One of the questions, you see, you want to see the employment potential when you go out of the university. We are the seekers of employment. Tell me, Mr. Kalam, how do I become the employment generator? This is one of the questions Bangladesh girl asked. That is, universities generate employment seekers. Tell us, is a Bangladeshi girl asked, tell us, Kalam, how do you make, university can make
Employment generators.
employment generators? Fantastic question.
Sir, what is the answer?
My answer is, every university, they give a degree after 4 years or 5 years. 1.5 years, 30% of the time you cut, okay, from the syllabus. And that's 30% of the time you give to a professional expertise or skill set. So they get a skill set 1.5 years, the same university. When they come out of the university, they get one degree, one diploma on employability. Okay? So that means when the day they come out of the university, employability assured. Okay.
Sir, we don't have much time. Some last
Yeah,
few
another
words.
guy, another guy.
No, some last few words for our viewers, for the people of the country.
Particularly, for young viewers, how many young viewers are there in your TV setup? How many young people see your TV?
I think
50%?
50 to 60%.
50%. I got a message. The message is from Jalaluddin Rumi. Jalaluddin Rumi, a great Sufi saint in 13th century.
Persian poet.
I have modified. The message is wings to fly. Okay? And I recite this. I am saying, I am all the people to recite. In your TV you can introduce that. It will go like this. I am born with potential. The young fellow will say, I am born with potential. I am born with goodness and trust. I am born with ideas and dreams. Ideas and dreams. I am born with greatness. I am born with wings. I am not meant for crawling because I have wings. I fly, fly, fly. This is my message to you people. Okay?
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much
God
for
bless
giving
you.
us time.